Welcome. In this video, we will discuss just-in-time management and lean operating systems. The following course objectives are the focus of this video and corresponding unit and include applying quality management and control concepts and techniques to structured problems in order to derive meaningful solutions. More specifically, this video will discuss the 5 principles of just-in-time, lean, and Toyota production systems, types of waste and how to eliminate them, and Kanban cards, which are visual cues used to eliminate waste in production systems. In this video, you will hear 3 terms used: just-in-time, lean operating systems, Toyota production systems. Keep in mind that in this video, we will use them interchangeably. While there are vague differences between each one builds on another, and thus we will use them to describe several principles. These principles we will refer to as the 5 principles of lean. They are 1. Eliminating waste, including overproduction, waiting time, unnecessary processing, inventory, and motion. 2. Increasing both speed and response or throughput through better process design. 3. Improving quality by reducing variability in the processes. 4. Reducing costs by simplifying processes while also improving efficiency. And 5. Maintaining respect for all workers. The main principle, and probably most well-known principle of lean operations, is eliminating various forms of waste in your organization. There's several different types of waste prevalent in operations. For example, some of the most common include 1. Unsynchronized production, where production of goods occur too early or too late in the process. 2. Scrap or rework, which includes defects in goods produced. 3. Excess inventory and work-in-progress inventory through overproduction of goods and services. 4. People waste or waiting time. 5. Unnecessary material handling. And 6. Unstreamlined layouts caused by poor facility layout analysis or increased travel distance between departments. There are various ways organizations can go about eliminating these kinds of waste, including visibility throughout the entire organization, as well as reducing clutter and basic housekeeping. By visibility, we refer to empowering employees at all levels in the organization and giving them responsibility for reducing waste, including defects and work-in-progress inventory. Clutter and housekeeping helps to reduce unsynchronized production and unnecessary material handling. Another principle of lean operations and just-in-time management is increasing speed and response throughout an organization's operations, as well as throughout an organization's supply chain network. In order to increase speed and response within an organization must maintain a certain level of flexibility. For example, understanding demand and customer needs and responding to demand only when prompted. One method of doing this is through visual control systems like Kanban cards. Kanban cards are visual cues when a certain part or product is needed based on exact customer demand. The traditional method was a push system where we produced finished goods inventory in advance of customer demand, whereas now we use a just-in-time pull system where Kanban cards show the source of required parts. Employees withdraw these units as needed, and finished goods made coincide with actual customer demand. This not only reduces inventory, but it also increases responsiveness to customer needs. It's not only important to promote speed and responsiveness within your organization, but also throughout your supply chain network in order to reduce service level problems. One way we do that is through treating our suppliers as partners rather than adversaries. In the just-in-time viewpoint, we view our suppliers as part of the team, not only focused on reducing cost, but also building a long-term relationship with mutual trust. This will help increase responsiveness throughout our supply chain network. The third principle of just-in-time lean operations and Toyota production systems is improving quality or reducing variability among processes. The goal in just-in-time is 0 defects. That means absolutely no defects produced. While traditionally we tried to get a defect rate as close to 0% as possible. However, with the just-in-time viewpoint, our view is if it's not perfect, make it better, through continuous improvement. While it may seem unreasonable, think of the potential catastrophic events which may occur with an organization that maintains the traditional viewpoint. For example, a hospital, humanitarian agencies, and airlines. A traditional viewpoint in these cases may mean lives are lost. There are various sources of variability that operations managers must identify and mitigate. These include, but are not limited to, inaccuracy in the production process, such as incomplete or inaccurate drawings or specifications, poor production processes resulting in inaccurate quantities or late or non-conforming units, and forecasting inaccuracy where customer demand is unknown. One way of reducing these sources of variability is through total quality management, or TQM. Total quality management refers to organizations striving to build quality into all processes, no matter how big or small. Toyota Manufacturing was a driver of total quality management. Some of the common principles that they helped to innovate in quality management was Kaizen, which is a Japanese term reflective of continuous improvement. Kaizen is a daily process, the purpose of which goes beyond simple productivity improvement. It is also a process that, when done correctly, humanizes the workplace, eliminates overly hard work, or MURI, and teaches people how to perform experiments on their work using scientific method, and how to learn and spot and eliminate waste in the business processes. In all, the process suggests a humanized approach to workers and to increasing productivity. As mentioned, the idea is to nurture the company's human resources as much as it is to praise and encourage participation in Kaizen activities. Successful implementation requires the participation of workers in improvement. People at all levels of an organization participate in Kaizen, from the CEO down to janitorial staff, as well as the external stakeholders when applicable. Quality at the source is predicated on the idea that you don't want to produce bad products at any work center. Although this idea sounds obvious, we all know of situations where a bad product is manufactured at a work center and the problem is either swept under the rug or ignored with the volume of production. The solution to this situation can be surprisingly simple: finding the source of the problem and fixing it before it caused problems to the relational processes. Jidoka is another term for employee empowerment. This concept gives lower-level employees, or the ones who see the process functioning on a day-to-day basis, the power to stop an assembly line. In traditional manufacturing plants, only upper management was allowed to stop assembly lines. However, this produced waste in the form of a time to stop defects produced. Poka-yoke is another Japanese term used as mistake proofing. Its purpose is to eliminate product defects by preventing, correcting, or drawing attention to human errors as they occur. The fourth principle of just-in-time and lean operations is reducing cost. Keep in mind that reducing costs is tied into other principles of eliminating waste and improving quality. As operations managers, we focus on reducing long-term cost by simplifying our processes, reducing waste, including defects, lessening work-in-progress inventory, as well as inventory holding, which ultimately reduces inventory holding costs. Finally, the last principle of just-in-time and lean operations is maintaining respect for all workers. Keep in mind that employees are the key to maintaining the other four principles of just-in-time and lean operations. Thus, we need to empower and support our employees to foster all of the principles. We empower employees through Jidoka, or giving them the power to stop the assembly line. In this sense, all decisions are made from the bottom up to maintain adequate quality at the source. In comparison to the traditional workforce with competitive attitudes between workers and managers, the just-in-time workforce maintains broadly skilled, flexible workers who can solve various quality problems maintain adequate quality, reduce waste, and increase speed and throughput to the best of their abilities. Congratulations, you have finished this video. Continue on in the lesson to learn more about the Toyota production system and how it relates to just-in-time and lean operations management, as well as the Kanban system.